The search for the best collegiate basketball team in the Philippines continues here inside the Phil Oil Flying V Center, Isaaco. And his Ateneo Blue Eagles will go up against Rey Suerte and the University of Visayas Green Lancers. Two teams, one final game para malaman natin who will reign supreme in the PCCL President's Cup. Magandang araw po sa inyo, John Sulit and Juan Banal. And Juan, no doubt about it, these two teams very deserving, but there can only be one best team.
Yeah, again, when we talk about this tournament, it talks about the best of the best of the best of the best. Hindi lahat parehas ang dinaanan para makarating dito. Ateneo had to beat the top team in the NCAA. Samantalang on the other side, University of Visayas had a long way to go. It wasn't easy. He had to beat every single top team, most of it in Luzon, NCR, Visayas, and Mindanao to get here. And now they have a stage to actually beat Ateneo.
Tama yan. And titingnan nga natin itong bracket, how we got to this final between UV and Ateneo. Tama yung sinabi mo, mahaba yung pinagdaanan ng UV, but they actually swept Naga College Foundation in the semifinals. Tapos yung Ateneo, they lost game 1 against San Beda only to win the next two.
Yeah, and again, that was a great victory. Isaaco being one of the big names that came out of that 3-game series for Ateneo. Then you had University of Visayas having to beat, and medyo madali rin naman yung pinagdaan nila nung kinalaban nila yung Naga. But yung madami silang kinalaban before they got to actually Naga and now Ateneo.
Of course, ang Ateneo is the UAAP champions. And let's take a look at the lineup. A lot of recognizable names at mga inaasahan talagang umangat in the scene of Philippine basketball.
Actually, ang wala lang naman dyan from the lineup, it's basically 99% of the team is actually intact. Ang wala lang naman dyan is Anton Asistio, who will be seeing action in the PBA D-League. And then, but there are a couple of names there that people are not probably aware of. Si Bert J is there. These guys are coming from the training pool of Ateneo, and now they are suiting up for the Team A as they compete and prepare for the next season.
Etong Ateneo, sanay sila to play in front of a national audience, televised yung mga games. UV, although syempre yung mga Sesafi napapanood din natin yan, but it's a big deal for them to have this game against the Giants in Ateneo and to prove that they belong. Let's take a look at kung sino ang mga manlalaro nitong University of Visayas. Of course, yung isang aasahan natin dyan magdala sa kanila rin to lead them is yun nga, si Rey Suerte. We highlighted him earlier.
Yeah, Rey Suerte, and then we got guys like De La Torre's there, Sakor is there. You've got different guys like Kabahog also, or a couple of names na parang familiar siya. If you do get to watch their games, these are the names that usually pop out and have an ability to actually bring the team. And sila rin yung mga kailangan bantayan ng Ateneo, especially dito sa matchup na to.
I'm sure very, very excited itong UV na masubukan if they can take down Ateneo, because this is just a knockout finals. And for more about the Green Lancers, puntahan natin si Apple David.
John, having this opportunity to play against the UAAP champions is already a big win para dito sa University of Visayas. Pero hindi naman daw sila bumiyahe all the way to Manila para lang magpatalo. For Coach Gary Cortez, this is an opportunity for them na ipakita yung kanilang determinasyon and to prove also na silang mga Visayan team can also compete here in Manila, and they want to try to be the first non-UAAP or NCAA team to win the PCCL crown. Ang panlaban daw nila, determinasyon at inspirasyon, because the first time that they were in the finals, way back 2007 pa, also against Ateneo, where they lost. So hopefully now this time around, they can turn the tables and make history. Jut and one.
It's been 12 years, no? Thank you, Miss Apple, since nagharap itong UV at Ateneo. And grabe, no? At that time, ang sentro pa ng Ateneo.
Actually, controversial pa yun nangyari doon kasi Ateneo had Raba Al-Husseini, and then ang UV, meron naman silang Greg Slaughter sa panahon na yun.
But for now, syempre, gustong magpakilala nito mga Green Lancers. Rey Suerte, we were talking about him, and he also has another platform as he recently got drafted into the
this
PBA
guy,
League.
obviously, then he's a name to record for the University of Visayas. He will now be competing in a higher league, which is the D-League for the PBA. And then you've got other guys like Kabahog also, who contributes in the paint. Of course, he's going to have his hands full with Ange Kwame and Isaaco. But generally, the University of Visayas is a team that you cannot take for granted kung ikaw ang atin.
And now it's time to meet the starters, the players from both teams, turning it over now to the Coliseum announcer.
Flying V Center. This is the 2018 PCCL National Collegiate Championship President's Cup. There can only be one. It's University of the Visayas versus Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles. And now, let's meet the players for both teams. Let's begin with the CESAP three-peat champions, the University of the Visayas Green Lancers. Number 1, Japet Claridad. Number 2, Sheldon Gahi. Number 4, Ray Suerte. Number 5, Jillian De La Torre. Number 7, Hubert Villaseran. Number 8, Jim Amistoso. Number 11, Froilan Maglasang. Number 13, Ted Saga. Number 14, Basiru Sakor. Number 15, Joshua Segumpan. Number 18, Jan Cork Kabahug. Number 23, Michael Maestre. Number 27, Giselle Tarosa. Number 29, Lasina Koulibaly. Number 30, Melvin Butohan. The University of the Visayas Green Lancers is led by Gary Cortez, assistant coaches Jojo Maglasang and Delphine Pepito. Ladies and gentlemen, CESAP three-peat champions, the University of the Visayas Green Lancers. Let's make way for the UAAP back-to-back champions, Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles. Number 0, 30, Ravenna. Number 2, BJ Andrade. Number 3, Adrian Wong. Number 5, Gian Mamuya. Number 7, Mike Nieto. Number 10, Jolo Mendoza. Number 11, Isaac Go. Number 12, Matt Nieto. Number 13, Will Navarro. Number 17, Jason Credo. Number 19, Tyler Tio. Number 25, S.J. Belangel. Number 34, Ange Kuwame. And number 44, R.V. Berjay. Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles head coach is Dal Baldwin. His assistants are Sandy Arespaco Chaga, Dean Castaño, Alton Lester, Ford Arau, Yuri Escueta, and John Jacinto. Ladies and gentlemen, UAAP back-to-back champions, Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles. And at this time, we are requesting both teams at the center court for the sportsmanship handshake.
Both teams now on deck as these guys are close to get ready for their battle for the championship of the PCCL President's Cup. Ateneo ba magwawagi or will it be the UV Green Lancers?
Here are the starters of both teams for the University of the Visayas Green Lancers. Starting at forward number 4, Ray Suerte. One guard number 5, Jillian De La Torre. Coming in at center number 14, Basiru Sakor. Starting at guard number 15, Joshua Segumpan. At power forward number 23, Michael Maestre. The UV Green Lancers is led by Gary Cortez. Now let's carry on the starting unit of the UAAP back-to-back champions, Ateneo Blue Eagles. Starting at forward number 2, BJ Andrade. Starting at guard number 5, Gian Mamuya. The man in the middle, number 11, Isaac Go. One guard number 25, S.J. Belangel. At power forward number 44, R.V. Berjay. Ateneo Blue Eagles is led by Tab Baldwin. And this game will be officiated by George Serapia, Clarence Bautista, and Oliver Angeles.
So here we go, the finals ng ating Philippine Collegiate Champions League. UV or Ateneo? Sino ang magiging best collegiate team in the country? Starters on your screens. Outside naging resulta ng ating jump ball. Thank you for joining us here on ESPN 5. We are very happy to deliver this ball game to you. What's gonna be key? Ang sarap talaga panoorin ng college basketball. And iba yung pace, and the discipline, the style of play, of course, ibang-iba.
Yeah, but you'll understand this is a one-game type of finals, and both teams have no idea of how the other team plays. So magkakapahan sila. We'll probably see that in the first 2 quarters, and then come third quarter, you'll see them take it to shape. Yung adjustments na nagagawin ng both coaches against whatever the other teams have prepared, and they're just gonna stick to their own systems.
Of course, the big challenge right now is on UV. Sila yung lumalabas na underdogs. You know that Ateneo, ang daming praise sa kanila in the recent Jones Cup last year. They represented our country at ang mga kalaban nila doon, some national teams ng ibang bansa. And they, syempre hindi naman nag-champion, but they held their own.
Yeah, and I would agree. I mean, the thing about this, like, there, Isaaco, foul count at 3. Ito yung mga kailangan nilang malaman. This guy had 7 3-pointers in Game 3 against San Beda. And, you know, like I said, they have to learn and understand the tendencies of each player. Makikita nila yan sa first quarter. But the starting 5 of Ateneo is their usual starting 5 in the series against San Beda. Samantalang itong University of Visayas, this is actually the starting 5 that they had against Naga, but this is their natural starting 5 in all their tournaments.
That's right. Ang matinding mapapalaban rin talaga for UV is Basero Sakor, the import, because yung kanyang kasama, fellow import in Kulibali, is not suited up.
Yeah, and I think he's the main import para dito sa University of Visayas. Unfortunately, I think he sustained an injury.
I know Miss Apple later on, babalitaan tayo about that. Mamuyak misses the layup. Sakor getting the rebound. De La Torre, siya magsiset ngayon ng play. Segumpan, naghahanap ng puwang. The pass sails out of bounds. And Ateneo so far suffocating UV on the defensive end of the Blue Eagles.
And again, University of Visayas will have to start moving with a purpose. You can't just attack and hoping that the other teammate will be able to catch it. Ateneo, sanay na sanay sa very systematic basketball, and we're looking forward to University of Visayas showing forth the same kind of basketball.
Go. Double team. Nahanap sa kabila. Andrade, mintes ang kanyang tres.
Pero grabe yan si Andrade in their series against San Beda. A big name that came out with his ability to shoot from the outside.
Here he is. BJ Andrade. Pupunta sa kabila. They swing it again. Go, open. Ay. Eh, nung may defender nga na natamaan siya na shoot, paano pa kaya kung ganyan
Wide open. And again, Sakor will have to spot early on where Isaaco is, because what he does is he doesn't go straight to the shaded area. He just lurks around that three-point line, and if si Sakor, ang tendency niya is to help on defense in the shaded area, malamang sa malamang si Isaaco nakaabang dyan.
And look at the ball movement din naman kasi ng Ateneo. Andrade drawing the defenders to the paint. Kick out kay Mamuyak, the extra pass, and you're right, you know, systematic basketball, that's really all it is.
And kung ang highest percentage pagdating sa three-point line, si Isaaco talagang ibibigay niya sa kanya.
Cross screen, go, ceiling underneath. Belangel, step back, na-depensahan. Berjay will miss.
And it's a good adjustment now by University of Visayas. Si Berjay na ang nilagay nila ngayon kay... si Sakor is now getting Berjay, who's playing inside.
And that's the first conversion of UV. Segumpan, nakapasok ng corner 3.
Si Segumpan struggled in the three-point line against the Naga College. He shot a lot of the buckets there, pero hindi lang talaga pumapasok. But it's good to see na ngayon talaga kailangan nila yung outside shooting niya.
Belangel labas kay Berjay. Three-pointer na naman para sa Ateneo. At yung mga nakakashoot ng 3-1, yung mga bigs nila.
Yan, si Sakor is now confused. Sino bang kailangan niyang kunin? Kasi kala niya si Bergie maglalaro sa loob. So yun ang kinuha niya. Biglang tumira na naman sa labas ng Ateneo.
Sigumpan again. But another erratic pass. Dire-diretso sa bench ng Ateneo, and that is gonna be another turnover para sa Green Lancers.
Another guy to watch out for dito para sa University of Visayas. Itong si De La Torre, he's very quick as a point guard. Early attack niya on the fast break ang specialty of the house na.
Ateneo misses that time. Suerte will like to run. Ray will stop. Nakita niya, 5 yung nakabantay, but not to be denied is Ray Suerte.
It's a Suerte, natural-born scorer to ng University of Visayas. He would have spurts of 10-0 run na siya lang mag-isang bumabanat para sa kanya.
6 minutes and change remaining in the first period. Belangel down screen, alabas si Mamuya. Hinahabol ni Suerte, extra pass to Berjay. Nag-alangan.
A little bit yung intimidation factor na alam mo nandyan si Sakor sa loob. Forced Berjay to take that fake shot, but actually traveled.
Look at that sweet move from Suerte, splitting the 2 defenders, and that floater falls in.
Tsaka yung mid-range game, yun yung talaga yung uso ngayon. Hindi mo naman kailangan dalhin masyado strong to the hole for a layup. If you find that sweet spot in the short mid-range, take it.
Segumpan, way off. De La Torre, smallest guy on the court, gets the rebound, but he misses that shot. Mamuya, nagamit ng screen from Go. Ato Isaac, extra pass to the corner. Belangel will miss from outside. Mamuya getting that rebound. Oh, look at those guys. It really feels like a championship game. First quarter pa lang, nagda-dive na lahat. Underneath, Maestre lost
Would have
control.
traveled, yeah. And I think it's just that hesitation move. Yan yung mga nangyayari pag nangangapa pa kayo sa isa't isa. Trying to get your feet warm up. Could have taken that easy reverse layup, but shuffled his foot.
10-5 ating score. Ateneo up. Ateneo actually, for up until siguro 10 minutes before the game began, 6 pa lang. Yung mga Blue Eagles who were suited up. But yung 6 na yun, sila ang gumagawa because RV Berjay, that's his second 3-pointer. So tig-dalawa na sila ni Isaac Go.
And these big guys are all shooting from lights out from the 3-point line para sa Ateneo. Now these are the things that University of Visayas will have to get used to in this game. Hindi masyadong traditional big eh. Well, wala pa naman si Ange Kwame sa loob. Iba rin ang dinadala ng Ange Kwame.
That's right. 8 seconds to shot clock to UV. De La Torre will attack the paint, hanging. Nothing there. Go with the board. Belangel will send it out to Go again. Straight away 3. This time it's a miss.
And I want to see the ball more on Ray Suerte's hands. Try to set him up more.
And as you say, aggressive seal siya kay Mamuyak. We know what kind of defender Mamuyak is.
Yeah, that's right. Si Gian Mamuyak, iba rin yung stopper na yan.
Well, that was a good, strong attack. And Sakor gets fouled. He'll take 2 free throws. This will be the first timeout of our game. Ateneo de Manila University, lamang pa rin dito, 13-5 with 3:56 remaining in the first. We'll be back. You're still watching the PCCL President's Cup. Ito na yung labanan ng mga champions. President's Cup. Isaac Go has been such a big factor dito sa ating laro very early. Has knocked down a couple of three-pointers. Yung isa doon, naging 4-point play pa.
Yeah, yung mga pick and pop plays. And then just Ateneo just trying to find Isaac Go, spotting where he is, and making sure that he's comfortable enough to take those open threes. University of Visayas will have to do better in making sure that they rotate as quickly as possible, because Isaac Go does not have the tendency to actually go to the paint but stay in the three-point line.
For more on Isaac Go, let's turn it over to Miss Apple.
This is Isaac Go's final year with the Blue Eagles, so he is out to make such an impression all year long. Sabi nga niya, he's helped win a championship para sa Ateneo, but with the emergence of Ike in Season 80 and Kwame in Season 81, hindi daw yun yung impression that PBA coaches would want to see. Yun yung feeling niya. So really, he wants to show na talagang meron siyang qualities or he can make an impact simula dito PCCL hanggang sa UAAP. That is PBA ready. Shot.
Salamat, Apple. Well, you know, lumang ka talaga yung pangalan nito ni Isaac Go a couple of years ago dun sa finals of the UAAP where he hit so many clutch shots leading Ateneo to the championship. But I think that, you know, I don't think there's very little doubt in the readiness of Isaac Go to take it to the next level.
And again, he's a dead streak shooter from the three-point area, which all the bigs now in the PBA are slowly evolving into, especially, alam mo kung saan siya perfect maglaro, under kay Coach Yenggao.
Here's UV. 3.5 minutes remaining. Lob! Pass! Mintes yung tira ni Suerte. And right now, yung focus ng depensa ng Ateneo, you know that Markman, eto si Ray Suerte, apat yung nakapaligid sa kanya doon. UV, nagkaroon ng player shuffles. Gahi pumasok na para sa kanila. Here he is. Out to Suerte. Corner 3 is short para kay Ray. Adrian Wong also in the game. Berche. Hand off to Mamuyak. Will take the 3. Mukhang na-block yata ni Suerte yung tirang yun. Gahi leading the break. Good spin move. Pero ang daming mga higanting nakapaligid.
Pero I mean, that's a good sign. University of Visayas will have to keep pushing the ball and not wait for Ange Kwame to set down in their half-court defense.
Wong gets fouled. He'll take 2 free throws. You're right, Juan. This is a better look, ina-atake nila yung defense.
And I was expecting that from, what's this, De La Torre kanina. Hindi niya lang masyado pinush yung bola, but we were hoping that they'd push the ball. Because nga pag nandiyan na si Ange Kwame, iba yung interior defense na dinadala ni Ange Kwame. And they're gonna have a longer night if they're gonna keep waiting and slowing down. Pero kasi I think si Suete dun mas relax gumawa yung sa half-court set.
And now, papasok na rin si 30 Ravenna. We know is one of the main guys of Ateneo. Free throws knocked down by Adrian Wong. 12-point lead now for Ateneo. Sakor. Inside pass to Suerte. Ray Suerte gets blocked that time. Sakor will try to go up. Nakuha niya ulit yung rebound. Sakor just practically threw that up. Oh, the hustle of UV. Alam mo, hindi sila makashoot-one, but they've been at it in getting those offensive boards.
And you have to give credit to Ateneo and their client, the defense that they're putting on Suerte and the rest of the guys. But the resiliency of University of Visayas right now, they're just, you know, them trying to make sure that they get at least good attempts. Ang problema lang talaga, suffocating yung depensa ng Ateneo.
And they've also, that has forced the UV to 9 turnovers. Ito naman is a turnover for Ateneo. Actually, marami-rami na rin to Ateneo because in the first quarter with about 7:45 played, 4 turnovers na for the Blue Eagles. Mas masakit lang talaga yung 9 turnovers ng UV.
And those were, you know, unforced turnovers pa nga for University of Visayas. But now it's Suerte on the bench. Ang tanong is who's going to be that go-to guy for University of Visayas who will start creating baskets and opportunities for them.
Ted Saga tried to step up and get that role. Pero he was stopped again by the defense of Ange Kwame and the Ateneo Blue Eagles. 14 seconds on the shot clock of UV. Claridad, iwan kay Sakor, banggaan nila ni Kwame. Masakit man sa katawan kay Hisakor, that is how you would want to attack
But
Kwame.
but I like the two-man game na nakita natin doon. More extra passes, more setting up, making sure that their teammates get better baskets. Hindi yung bibigay mo lang one-on-one, hintayin nila kung may mangyari, then nagre-rebound na lang sila. But in this opportunity, there were movements happening for University of Visayas trying to keep Ateneo's defense busy. And that might just be the key to tire out this Ateneo team.
O kasi currently, mas maraming players here inside the Phil Oil Flying V Center ang UV. So that's something that is going their way. And you'll hear this always, Juan. Pagka underdogs ka, yung sinasabi ng coaches talaga, you just want to be in the game hanggang sa dulo. You put yourself in a position na mambulaga in the end.
And again, if I think University of Visayas didn't get to this stage for no reason at all, they can and possibly outlast Ateneo.
So there, that's a good defensive scheme for UV, forcing that turnover. A bit of a careless pass, or miscommunication actually, between Ravenna and Wong. Gahi setting up the play. Sakor. Now, they give it to Kabahog. Quick trigger. Para kay Kabahog, it's a miss from outside. Ravenna, bigay kay Andrade. Oh, that was read well. Credit that defensive move by Claridad.
And I think University of Visayas sprinted as fast as they could just to give that transition defense against this Ateneo fast break, and successful sila dun sa nangyari niyo.
Ravenna working against Saga, and that's a foul called on Ted Saga. First foul niya lamang yan. It's the fourth foul na UV, so the rest of the way, pag mag-foul pa sila, it's gonna mean free throws for Ateneo. Credo, backdoor play sana. Oh, he spun and got away from Sakor.
Sneaky move by Credo. Faking going out and then spinning back in. Nagpakilala to si Credo sa University of Visayas with that move.
Former Blue Eaglet, umangat na ngayon sa collegiate team of Ateneo. Kabahog loses it, trying to get it back. Saga will shoot over Kwame, will not get the bounce. At naipit yung bola sa pag-aagawan ni Sakor and ni Kwame.
Alam mo, just dun yata naninibago yung University of Visayas when we saw their game against Naga. Puro easy touches yung nangyayari, easy passes, but nothing so easy with Ateneo.
That smart move of the half is brought to you by Smart. Join Smart Amazing 25 and get a chance to win 25 million pesos. Just dial *121# now. No doubt about it na isa yan sa mga pinakamagandang galaw na parod natin here in the first half. Ravenna with the crossover, iwan kay Kwame. And out to Credo. Will miss. Andrade out of nowhere getting that rebound. Jason Credo looking for teammates. 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Blue Eagles. Ravenna natapikan ni Kabahog. Step back, 30. Misses completely. Claridad initially wanted to go for an outlet pass. He takes it coast to coast by Iwan.
Oh,
and that's a great move. Nagsimula dun kay
Credo, good,
Claridad, yeah.
Good kick out.
And that will be the end of the first quarter. A lot of action happening between these two teams, pero Ateneo yung una nagparamdam.
And again, it's that outside shooting of Ateneo that made it happen. You've got Isaac Go shooting lights out, 2 straight out 3 points. Yung isa pa dun, foul counted. And then you've got other guys also getting involved, but you can see also, hindi naman pumapayag lang University of Visayas. Segumpan had his own 3-point shot. And Berjay just continuously also with that onslaught from the outside.
And that's why the Ateneo Blue Eagles are up 19-8 at the end of one.
we're still watching the finals of the PCCL and itong Ateneo, kung meron man daw silang problema going to this game, it's scouting. Yes, they got a couple of videos from the games nitong UV ng PCCL, pero not extensive. Sabi nga ni Coach Tab, considering their preparation, galing pa sila sa 1-month vacation, this team is, they have no luxury of thinking themselves as the UAP champions. This is just a shadow of that team. And itong mga players, they haven't heard anything about UV dahil day off sila kahapon. So they were just reminded that they have to recognize that UV is relatively cohesive and they play aggressive. So they really have to grind it out at mukhang maganda yung response nitong Blue Eagles nung first quarter, Judd.
Thank you, Apple. And well, it also goes to show kung gaano ka-dominant din itong Ateneo. So far with an 11-point lead, hindi pa raw napaghandaan ng husto. But one, I like that thought from Coach Tab because even if you're the champions, kayo yung favorites, hindi mo pwedeng to take that as enter a game complacent. Diba?
Yeah, and again, Ateneo, you don't want to tarnish also your record and just rolling over and giving this win to University of Visayas. Right now, Ateneo is just actually playing their game. You know, they haven't really done any adjustments against the defense or any offense that University of Visayas is showing for. It's just that this is Ateneo of brand of basketball. And what we're trying and waiting to see is yung University of Visayas brand of basketball. Yun ang kanina pa natin hinintay, and kadalasan yun, it revolves around Ray Suerte. But unfortunately now he's seated on the bench, hoping that the rest of the guys would step up.
Ito si John Cork Cabahog is one of the guys as well.
Big names to watch, yeah.
And matindi rin yung assignment niya on defense. He's tasked to guard Ravenna. But 30, that's the second time that his pass did not connect.
Parehas kay Adrian Wong
Oo
naman.
nga. So far, ang maganda naman, kung nagta-turnover ang Ateneo, what's happening positively for them is they make sure na hindi rin nakakapuntos ang UV. So we were stuck at 19-8. Ateneo again with a steal. Kwame, nagbaba ng bola for a while. Ravenna to Kwame. Uses the glass. Nakakuha pa ng foul kay Cabahog.
And again, Ateneo doing a good job just converting those turnovers of University of Visayas. Let's take a look at this good cut to the basket by Ange Kwame.
That's our assist of the half. Brought to you by Smart. Join Smart Amazing 25 and get a chance to win 25 million pesos. Just dial *121# now. You were saying what about that play pass?
Yeah, but it's 30 Ravenna waiting for that cut by Ange Kwame that made it possible. But what we're looking for also University of Visayas. This wasn't the kind of basketball that they showed against Naga. Very very calculated yung mga galaw nila. But this time, parang ang daming turnovers. And you know, just forcing the issue. They have to look at other options. A lot of ball movements would be needed. Instead of just stationary guys standing up.
Cabahog, inaatrasan si Ravenna. Oh, that's gonna be an offensive foul on John Cork Cabahog.
Offensive foul number 18, John Cork Cabahog.
What a lot has been said about the offense of Ateneo. Nakikita natin, they're big, can shoot threes, they're so fluid. Ito yung extension daw of the arm. Yan ang sabi ng ating referees. Another foul called, Gahi, matatawagan. Fouled Belangel.
I was complaining. Hinok daw siya ni Belangel. Ganyan talaga eh. Kailangan mag-adjust eh. Ang maganda dito kasi lalo na kung hindi kayo magkakilala is paunahan. Sinong maunang mag-impose ng sarili nilang laro. And right now, Ateneo started out. Yeah, so Ateneo started out with their first foot in the door. And University of Visayas now is playing more of an adjustment game against whatever Ateneo is showing. Even yung style of play, yung mga konting gulangan, lahat yan, kasama yan eh.
Gahi nilabas muna. Parang medyo nagkakainitan yata sila ni Belangel. So Claridad checks in for him. Credo using that screen from Kwame. No good, but Belangel gets the board. Here's Wong. Nifty dribble. Looper doesn't go. Rebound nakuha ni Maestre.
You know what I like, Judd? They were able to get the rebound despite Ange Kwame trying to tower his way to that ball. Nakita mo tatlong guys from University of Visayas, and what a power, good footwork para dito kay Sakor.
It's Sakor just really making the most of that opportunity na smaller Ravenna nakabantay sa kanya. It's very rare when you call Ravena small and he is not that smaller but nakahanap ng paraan. Ito si Basero Sakor. Let's take this time to bring in Miss Apple David.
Isang player sana na makakatulong sa UV para dito sa finals ay si Lasina Coulibaly. But unfortunately, after recovering from a right dislocated patella last year, just 2 weeks ago, he felt pain again sa kanyang tuhod. So the coaching staff decided to sit him out. And siya naman, as much as he's excited sana to play, ang sabi na lang niya, God has a plan. And besides, bata pa daw siya, 21 years old, he still has 4 more years with UV. So you'll probably see more of him in a few years to come. Balik sa inyo.
Thanks, Apple. Yun yung pinag-usapan natin kanina, no, that si Coulibaly is more of, usually, mas regular part ng rotation compared to Sakor. But hey, Sakor's doing a pretty good job here. However, Ateneo still ahead by 12 points. Mananatili yung bola sa UV after that miss.
Oh, that was a good play. Nakatalikod lahat ng depensa ng Ateneo. Sneaky move by University of Visayas. The recipient of that, Suerte, now getting a foul and headed to the free throw line.
Let's take one more look at that. Ang taas ng talon ni Ray Suerte, no? I think that's one thing that really surprised me nung una ko nakita ito si Ray Suerte, yung athleticism niya.
And he finds ways to score. Yun yung maganda eh. Bigay mo sa kanya yung bola, siya na ang bahala. There was a stretch in Naga. Unbelievable. Nobody could stop him.
Tsaka one ito sa UV. Most of the players are undersized for their positions. Pero si Suerte parang sakto
Sakto
for
lang,
the two guards.
That's right.
Kanina pa nagkakaroon ng gitgitan involving Belangel. Earlier it was Gahi. Ngayon pinalitan na ni Delator. At again, Belangel drawing a foul. SJ Belangel. Another product of the Ateneo Blue Eaglets.
These are the guys now being given a chance to step up. And as they look forward to the next season, kasi yung malaki rin yung shoes to fill nung Anton assist na nawala, you know?
That's right. Belangel could only get 1 out of 2. But it was still enough to get the Ateneo Blue Eagles lead back up to double digits. 10 ang kanilang lamang. 7:35 remaining in the second quarter. Maestre, pinag-isipan yung tres. Segumpan. Nice play to Sakor and they draw another foul on go. I like the cross-screen action there.
Yeah, the purpose of that is to draw and attract the defense to Suerte's attention. And then right then kumuha, sumil kaagad to si Sakor. Good find by these guards of University of Visayas.
Mamuyak will check in for Ravenna. Sakor will take a pair of free throws. Ito yung effort niya ngayon, has yielded 4 points, 5 na ngayon, and 5 rebounds as well. And he's drawn good fouls, no, on Ateneo Blue Eagles picks in Kwame and Go. Apo, what do you have?
Basero Sakor is not really explosive offensively, pero it's interesting na si Coach Gary Cortez, ang sabi, he plays a vital role dun sa three-peat Grand Slam nila sa Sesafi, and this is because of the little things. The rebounding, the extra possession he gives sa kanya mga teammates, the energy. And I asked Basero, ang sabi niya sa akin, ano talaga siya, meron siyang mindset na not giving up, still fighting kahit daw down by 20 plus. He wants to do little things, hustle, para naman maengganyo yung kanya mga teammates to really put up the fight and wag lang basta-basta bumigay. Balik sa
Thanks, Apple. Ay, sakto. Parang maswerte pa siya kaysa kay Ray Suerte dahil tumalbog. At still pumasok, 12 points na.
Yeah, 12 points na si Isaac. And again, they look for him. Hinahanap talaga nila. Alam nila kung saan pupwesto to si Isaac.
Delator, gustong pumawi. 3 is good as well.
Ito si Delator, kanina ko pa hinihintay, pumutok to. He's one of those explosive guards of University of Visayas. And I think that physical battle against Belangel.
Wong gets to the cup. Acrobatic layup. Pumasok para kay Adrian Wong.
Adrian Wong now with 4 points. Good aggressive attack. And pagka umaatake ng ganun sina Adrian Wong, sumisikip yung depensa sa loob pero binubuksan niya naman sina Isaac Go sa labas.
Ateneo once again in transition. It's gonna be a foul on Maestre. Alam mo, kanina pa natatamaan to si Belangel. But what we're seeing na ginagawa ng UV, they're playing Belangel extra physical.
Yeah. And he's the only guy that they're doing that to. But take a look at this drive. Unfortunately, Mamuya misses a little bit short. Din yung tulakan sa ilalim. Kasi si Belangel masipag din na point guard. He's a stocky guard that fights for the rebound. And syempre, pagka nagkaroon ng kiskisan dyan sa loob, pagkadating sa mga big guys, tapos mayroong maliit na sumisingit dyan, nakakapikon din paminsan yun, di ba?
However, ito rin kasing Ateneo, ang dami nila na hindi man natural point guard but can very well start the play, kaya
Right.
magbaba ng bola. Kanina si Adrian Wong, siya na rin halos yung nagbababa. Kaya Mamuya, Credo.
Yeah, Fredo's actually been bringing down the ball.
Wong will be replaced by Andrade. Vijay Andrade, isa pa nagpakitang gilas dito sa ating PCCL President's Cup. Delator against Belangel.
I think for a play to get set up here for University of Visayas, it leaves them around 10 seconds to just execute.
Tagmintis sa tres. Humataw si Credo at tinamaan niya si Maestre, who will head to the free throw line for a pair. So yung sinasabi mo nga kanina, yung sipag. The shots haven't been falling, but their effort hindi bumababa, kaya they're getting extra
And I
chances.
think they're quicker to the ball now, the University of Visayas. Just out-hustle Ateneo. If that's where you can get any advantage against this systematic team, then take ownership of that.
Michael Maestro gets that first free throw. Unang puntos niya dito sa ating laro, but he's been working hard on the rebounding department. Another one for him. So baba na naman sa 10, yun lamang ng Ateneo. Under 6 minutes to play here. UV is extending their defense to the backcourt. Swerte, hinahabol si Andrade. Gustong sumundot mula sa likod. Belangel getting away. There's always that kick-out pass from Ateneo na gumugulo sa depensa ng UV.
You see how fast the ball moved. Everybody got to touch that. Ateneo's playing smoothly.
I don't think we've really seen an instance na isolation ball
right.
ng Ateneo.
And that's exactly what yung opposite naman na ginagawa ng University of Visayas. Sila naman masyadong madaming dribble, masyadong madaming one-on-one moves.
Look at that. Pass to the outside, balik sa loob, balik sa labas. Drive ni Mamuyak. And Gian finishes that one. 33 to 21, 12-point lead. Mamuyak caught reaching in. Delator was fouled that time and will take a pair of free throws.
So si Mamuyak medyo tempting din sumundot doon. Nasa harap mo lang yung bola eh. But Delator, quick to react to that. Naramdaman niya yung kamay ni Mamuyak. Took the shot and now he's headed to the free throw line.
Delator gets that first free throw. Actually, over the last few sequences, halos sa free throw line na lang nakaka-score itong
That's right.
UV. But they'll take it kasi
That's
hindi rin naman sila naiiwan tuluyan ng Ateneo.
And it stops the time, you know. It may chance pa silang humabol.
Both teams actually are in penalty with more than half of the second quarter remaining. It has been a pretty lengthy quarter. Belangel using that pick from Go. Sakor switches to him. Bigay kay Mamuyak. 8 seconds sa shot clock ng Ateneo.
Oh, I like that.
Pressured.
Yeah, I like that defense, John. That was very good defense on the end of University of Visayas trapping that corner.
That's another turnover for the Blue Eagles. 5 minutes remaining sa ating second period. A chance for UV to trim the deficit down to single digits. Maestro will set the pick. Look at Credo. Climb over that pick to force the turnover. And easily on the other side, Andrade finishes in transition. Defense to offense. 12 points na naman ang lamang ng Ateneo. They are really working on both ends of the floor. The steal taken by Credo, forward pass, Andrade. Napakadali na ng layup para sa kanya. 35 to 23, Ateneo still ahead. time na nagarap ang Ateneo at UV in the finals of the PCCL was back in 2007. Tingnan mo naman yung mga pangalan na nandyan, mga key players at that time.
And yan siguro yung rason kung bakit medyo na-recruit si Greg Slaughter papunta sa Ateneo. And again, falling short ng University of Visayas 2007 against Ateneo with Rabah Al-Husseini leading the way for them. But Greg Slaughter, a few years after that, siya naman ay nasa PCCL again, but this time donning the Ateneo jersey.
You know, that was a very big year para sa dalawang koponan in the PCCL because that was Ateneo's first championship in the PCCL. Ang UV naman, that was their best finish ever. Di pa nagcha-champion ang Green Lancers in the PCCL. Maybe this year that happens, but they'll have to take down Ateneo. Tapikan ng bola hit the back of the board. So, outside yon, last touchdown ni Isaac Go. They go for that play again kung saan aangat si Suerte with that lob pass. And that's a recognition of the strength because he has a smaller Belangil on him.
Yeah. But you can't repeat the same mistake kung ikaw ang Ateneo.
Pakibalita ulit tayo kay Miss Apple.
Jot, nabanggit nyo na kanina itong si Ray Suerte will see action in the D-League soon, right after graduation niya daw sa March. Pero konting kwento lang, yes, he was picked by Shalu, 4th pick in the 3rd round. Pero ang nag-scout daw sa kanya is si Coach Egay Macaraya way back 2014. Coach Egay is also from Cebu. Tinanong siya, what are your plans after graduation? Tsaka in-offer yung possibility for the D-League. And itong si Ray, makikita natin, he's been trying to contribute dito para sa UV kasi daw, he wants to make an impression. Special tong game na to. One, this is his last game as a UV Lancer. And pangalawa, para daw makapagpakitang gila siya at maengganyo ang kanyang coaches sa Lu, na gamitin naman siya. Balik sa inyo.
Good report, Apple. Actually, maganda yun kasi ang kalaban mo dito, mga Manileño, kahit papano sa D-League, karamihan dyan, mga sanay na maglaro yung brand of basketball, yung physicality, ganun din dito. And Ray Suerte trying to, match up against this Ateneo team kasi yung mga players na yan, malamang sa malamang, lalaban din yan sa D-League in the future.
Tsaka yung Cebu, that province has definitely produced so many excellent basketball players. Meron kang well, yung yung 5-time MVP lang naman ng PBA, galing lang naman ng Cebu. Of course, doon siya sa UC na naglaro. But Junmar Fajardo, hailing from Cebu, Don Hontiveros, like you said.
Greg Slaughter as well, correct?
Yeah, JR Quinyan. We can go down
ang dami.
the list.
Kaya yung All-Star Games natin, pagka yung South Team, karamihan doon, mga tubong Cebu.
SJ Belangil. Kanina pa nga piniphysical at naiinis na si Coach Tal. He actually got a warning dahil he was contesting. Parang he was asking one of the referees to be the one to make the call. Delator. It's a miss again for UV. We're still working hard.
Binibigyan niya ng problema to si Asako. And that's a good way to tire him out. You make him work hard on defense and rebounding para medyo pagod na siya pag gusto niyang tumira sa labas.
Here's Ateneo again. Go. Labas kay Credo. Belangil will get that basketball. He gets some space but will miss. Delator, long rebound para sa kanya. Ang bilis din ito ni Delator. Suerte with the basketball against the defensive stopper in Mamuyak. Sacro will help with the pick. Suerte splitting the defense. Bigay kay Delator. Corner 3 is short. But Maestre, Mintes. And Go will be called for a foul again.
But you gotta appreciate the bigs of University of Visayas. Their ability to get and fight for that rebound against Ateneo. Kaya naman to si Coach Tab Baldwin not allowing these things to happen. Called the services of Ange Kwame and Berjay now on the floor because they badly need those rebounds.
Yung effort talaga. I mean, we've been saying this since earlier, but you can see it on the replay. Kitang-kita naman na hindi basta-basta sumusuko or basta bumibigay itong UV kapag nagmiminte sila. But Sacro will need to make free throws if they want to be in a better position to get a win here. However, in the first quarter, it looked like lalayo na yung Ateneo with their hot shooting. Ang ganda ng takbo ng laro nila. What has UV done to keep close?
I think for one is they're able to get the rebounds, fight for the rebounds, and they've forced Ateneo to miss baskets. Tumigil na rin ang pagpasok ng mga puntos ng Ateneo. Wala na tayong masyadong naririnig na offensive conversions from Ateneo, and then they're able to run and push the ball. Namumuhunan nga lang tong University of Visayas sa free throw line.
Andrade, yung spin niya, received well by Sakor. Mamuyak. Suerte putting him in handcuffs. Mamuyak had to try a difficult shot. Eventually, it's Sakor getting another rebound over Kwame.
Kwame, that's what we're talking about. Ange Kwame, kahit nasa loob na, Sakor trying to outwork everybody.
That time, Intesi De La Torre. Kwame running. Bigay kay Mamuyak. Here's Ange. We'll put the ball on the floor. Look at the strength of Ange Kwame.
It's amazing how he's able to penetrate and not really commit any dribbling turnovers. Good anticipation.
Huling.
Oh, jumping that pass. He was able to fish for that foul. Take a look at this move by Ange Kwame. Very sweet, good footwork, semi-hook, soft touch around the basket.
And nawalan siya ng option so he really had to put the ball and attack by himself. But I like how he did not try to do anything more than what he needed. Isang pound dribble tapos he already backed down. And that's more of his strength. Kaya naman nakuha niya yung 2 points. It's back to an 11-point lead for Ateneo. Pwede pandagdagan ni Belangel. Because of how physical UV has been playing Belangel, he's been making a living from the free throw line.
I don't know what the game plan of University of Visayas is. They're trying to psych out Belangel. But if there's anything that's happening, it's actually getting him more motivated. But now he's going to get a rest. Adrian Wong now playing the point guard position.
Gahi bumalik na for UV. Will give the ball to Suerte.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Masyadong matagal ang bola sa isang tao. And then a turnover.
Anong sinasara ng depensa ng Ateneo? Because we see that that's the third time that yung pasa papunta kay Segumpan to the corner, yun na lang yung naging option tapos
No,
turnover.
but because they're all denying, it's just straight up honest defense ang ginagawa ng Ateneo. But because University of Visayas, they have a tendency to just stay put and stand up. Ateneo is just staying with them. And Suerte, just looking at Suerte if he's gonna create or do anything special. Yung cross-court passes na gano'n, medyo delikado. Oh, that could be a spray.
3 points, 30 Ravenna.
Ravenna got the 3. May foul pa on Suerte, but 30 may have landed awkwardly.
Unsportsmanlike foul on number 4.
Oh, ang masakit dyan, unsportsmanlike pa on Suerte because landing spot rule. Here, let's take a look at it again. Talagang,
Yeah, I think he took over the standing spot.
I'm not sure if intentional, but
Yung momentum kasi niya, ang layo niya kay 30. Hindi niya kalahin na titira ng 3 points. So he was forced to challenge and take that extra step.
pero hindi man inindan ito ni 30 Ravenna. And you can see how well he takes care of his body. He can walk through and play through that little sprint. 43-28, dumobo na to 15 points. Ang lamang ng Ateneo. We have a timeout. We'll be back. You're still watching the 2018 PCCL President's Cup. It's a championship, national championship na po ito. So, Ateneo de Manila University going up against University of Visayas. We're trying to find out who is the best collegiate basketball team in the entire country. Ang sarap nito PCCL, no? Because these are teams that don't normally play each other.
Kaya ito yung gusto mong panoorin bilang viewer ng basketball. If you're a fan of basketball, you always have that question like, oh, Ateneo, siya pa pinakamagaling sa buong Pilipinas, or you say San Beda or University of Visayas, madami dyan, especially yung mga schools from the South, Mindanao and Visayas, they'd say, you know, kaya din namin yan, kaya namin pumalag. And PCCL provides that opportunity to actually schools to measure up against each other. But just, I was looking at the stats, Jut, and again, if there's anything that we can point to kung bakit ganito yung lamang natin, it's because of the turnovers of the University of Visayas. They right now have 16 turnovers, and out of those 16 turnovers, 23 points na ang nasa-score ng Ateneo, just converting every mistake that they have. Ooh!
Almost a highlight play there. Pero hindi lang naisalpak ni Ange Kwame. Suerte will take it from deep and will knock down the three. Ray Suerte trying to give life sa kanyang UV Green Lancers. Andrade, you know, he has been carrying the ball. May mga, merong mga sequences na makikita mo, minsan niya hindi napipituan, but that time huling-huli ng ating referees. Let's take a look at this. Confusion. Parehong nag-go under the screen si Ravena at si Kwame. And Suerte just went up for that shot. Butohan. Free throw line jumper, no good. Ball is loose, taken by Wong. Ravena to Andrade.
What Ateneo is doing right now that's hurting University of Visayas is that every time they force a turnover, University of Visayas, they have this tendency to slouch pagka nagkakaroon sila ng mga turnovers. And Ateneo immediately doesn't give them enough time to be remorseful, attacks the basket. So pagdating sa fast break, ang taas ng percentage ng Ateneo, and University of Visayas just adding more, frustration on their part because of those transition attacks by Ateneo.
Under a minute to go in the second quarter. Natawagan ng foul si Claridad because of an armbar. And that's a foul that has been called consistently dito sa ating laro. Maraming beses na napito ng University of Visayas ng ganyang violation. And ito rin kasi mahirap, yung rules na nilalaro ang liga ng UV, posible that it's different from the rules in the UAP. Posible iba dito sa PCCL.
Even yung allowed na physicality. Diba nakita natin, like Flor Claridad, he was contesting na, I was just staying in front of him, my hand was there, but it wasn't really stopping him from getting to the direction that he wants to. Probably in their league, pinapayagan yun. But here right now, the referees are calling it close against those hand checks.
Gahi iwan kay Kabaho. Andrade will be called for a foul. Hinahawakan niya yung chan niya. Sinatamaan ni Kabaho yata. Because Kabaho knows how to use his size.
Yeah. And I think they should go more to him. Nakita namin yan sa games against Naga where they go to his post, and from there, kasi it creates confusion sa depensa ng kalaban. And when they sag on him, it opens up the guys like, Suerte and there are other shooters like si Segumpan.
Because Sakor is not really a guy who posts up, no? How important pa rin, I mean, the game today, lahat na tumitira ng tres. But how important is it to have someone na kaya pumoste?
For me, I think at the end of the day, that could still be the anchor of your offense, and everything else will just be secondary. Because that alone, I mean, higher percentage pa rin is shooting from the shaded area compared to shooting from the three-point line.
Wong, that jumper is good.
Just really enjoyed that matchup against Adrian Wong. Much quicker against Kabaho.
6 points na para kay Adrian Wong. Shot clock is off. 14 seconds remaining for UV to come up with something. But they turn the ball over again. Kabaho, well, they went to him, but he tried to do a little too much.
Just too many dribbles para dito sa University of Visayas. And you can't do that against Ateneo, who likes switching a lot, who helps on defense, reacts immediately, good rotation in terms of getting their man. So pag kinakalaban mo yung Ateneo ng 1 against 5, good luck. Talagang turnover ang mangyayari sa'yo.
At ang masakit pa, a foul whistled on Jafet Claridad. So that will send 30 Ravena. Remember na about 6 minutes remaining pa. Penalty na itong dalawang kupunan in the second quarter. So it has been a long period. There have been so many free throws, and that's something that has favored the Blue Eagles.
What you want talaga from University of Visayas is more good ball movement, more off-ball cuts to the basket, screen set, instead of just waiting around for kickouts. So Ateneo is enjoying that. It's making their life easy.
5 seconds remaining. May maibubuga pa kaya ang UV. Claridad, bigay kay Kahi. One dribble in, and that shot by the baseline should count. And yes, sabi ng ating referees, it's good. So at least the first half ends on a good note para sa UV.
And that's what we want. Kahit papano, that's a good sign. 20-point lead, but take a look at this again.
Pasok na pasok, and the ball was out of his hands with about 0.6 of a second remaining pa. But at the end of the first 20 minutes of action, Ateneo pa rin ang namamayagpag. 52-34, they are ahead by 18 points. This is the PCCL President's Cup, the national championship. Ateneo looking good so far, up by 18. We're at the half here inside the Phil Oil Flying V Center. Ito po ang inyong PCCL President's Cup National Collegiate Championship. Ateneo de Manila University up by 18 points over the University of the Visayas. Let's take a look at the pieces of action na napanood natin in the first half. The first quarter, Juan, ang daming mga tres na sinimulan ng Ateneo. That got them the early advantage.
Yeah, again, Isaac Go being spotted by his teammates. He's now 3 out of 4 from the three-point line. And then, of course, Berjay, another big guy for Ateneo, who shot 2 3-pointers. And immediately doon pa lang, masakit na kagad yung kailangan habulin ng University of Visayas.
And in the second quarter, nung una, lumapit-lapit pa itong UV. They were able to trim the deficit down 8, pero lumobo ulit towards the end. And you see Isaac Go still knocking down outside shots. Siya ang leading scorer ngayon ng Ateneo with 12, which is superior ball movement.
And again, nobody gets to hold the ball for more than 5 seconds, 3 seconds for Ateneo. Samantalang tong University of Visayas trying to show signs of life because of Sakor. He's got now 5 offensive rebounds because in the rebounding category, dyan po nangunguna ang University of Visayas compared to Ateneo.
But here in the numbers on your screens, it's been dominated by the Blue Eagles.
Yeah, again, masakit dyan is yung outside shooting ng Ateneo, pumapasok na nga. But take a look at the turnovers category. University of Visayas has 18 turnovers, 9 lang sa Ateneo. But Ateneo has converted almost all turnovers and has scored 27 points out of those turnovers.
And Ateneo also with relatively balanced scoring. Go is the only guy who has reached double figures. Para naman sa UV, isa rin lang yung umabot sa 10 points, and that's Suerte. As expected,
Yeah.
he's leading his team, but there needs to be more support.
Yeah. And again, I think the support that he's getting from Sakor, who's now on his way to a double-double. He's got 9 points and 9 rebounds. It's not enough. It's really the turnovers that are hurting University of Visayas. And Ateneo is just being in front of every single player of UV. It's more of University of Visayas settling to actually play one-on-ones rather than good ball movements.
Start of the third. Mamuyak inbound sa Andrade, munti ka na mawala. Salamat po sa inyong pagsama sa amin dito sa ESPN 5 as we deliver to you the national championship of the PCCL. John Sulit and Juan Manal on deck to serve you. There's going to be 21 seconds on the shot clock of Ateneo. Should be more than enough time for the Blue Eagles to get something set up. Berjay has also been a contributor for Ateneo. Andrade comes up to get it. Loses control momentarily. He recovers. Natapikan ni Suerte. Good defense so far for Ray Suerte. Andrade had to give it up to Berjay. At pumasok yung kanyang one-hander.
Taken to see Andrade. He cut immediately to the basket, but Berjay's got 10 points.
And Belangel with a steal. Takes the pristine pass to the hoop.
And University of Visayas continues to bleed because of their turnovers. Ateneo just doing a good job cutting those passing lanes.
Segumpan. Nasarahan ng pinto. Suerte will take the three. Ray Suerte will miss. But Sakor gets boxed out that time. Andrade leading the break.
Ooh, nifty move. Missed though.
Ang ganda nga sana, but doesn't get that shot to fall. Delator, cross court to Segumpan, attacking baseline. Back out to Cabajo. UV, bad miss there. Back and forth we go. Here's Berjay. One-hander. Binabi yung kanyang tira, but he gets the rebound. And Go open from outside. Money on the three.
That is somebody you have to spot early on. Isaac Go just waiting in the three-point line. And his teammates finding him once again. This guy's got 15 points.
And 4 3-pointers won.
4 out of 5, ha? Ibig sabihin, isa pa lang minimintis na.
Who would have thought that the best three-point shooter in the game is a 6'8" center?
And this guy shot 7 3-pointers in their game against San Beda in Game 3. So hindi malayo mangyari yun.
Berjay, he thought about it.
Shuffled, yeah.
Yun niya, minsan the more you think about the move that you want to do.
Nag-hesitate ka eh, di ba? If you second doubt, dapat naturally, that's why yun, dun lumalabas yung mga skills training mo. Kasi kailangan pagdating sa game, natural na kagad siya.
That's right. So, tatawag muna ng timeout ang University of the Visayas because this Ateneo lead continues to grow. It's up to 25.
It's the national championship in the PCCL and during halftime, napasabak yung Bisaya. Understanding ko sa huddle nitong UV. But from what I understood, naku-question itong si Coach Gary Cortez na bakit puro pasa yung nakikita niya. They're running the plays, yes, but they're being too strict and focused on following it na hindi na nila nare-recognize yung opportunity to score. Puro na lang daw pasa. And then, pwede naman daw, minsan, gamitan naman ng diskarte and basahin nila kung ano yung depensa. Kung open na, bakit hindi pa itira? And there's a reminder na hindi naman bawal umatake. And sa Ateneo side naman, even with a huge lead, Coach Tab Baldwin pointed out how itong UV had 13 offensive rebounds, meaning they're being aggressive on that aspect and baka mabuhayan or this can give them opportunities to score more. So they need to take care of that shot.
Thank you, Apple.
Ano
And
si Apple naging translator bigla, no? So mayroong Bisaya, may nag-English, dun sa mga huddle, yung pag-code switch na dun. Impressive, no?
Oh, mamaya yung Tagalog, yung mga reports niya, kailangan ma-deliver niya rin.
Oo,
in
kailangan
Bisaya.
ganun
Kasi
din, di
syempre
ba?
mga
May
nanonood
audience
sa
din tayo
atin.
na Bisaya, so mataas yung expectation natin sa kanya dyan.
Ambot ni mo, Apple. 7:52 remaining in the third quarter. It's still Ateneo up. 23-point lead for them. Oh, look at that layup! SJ Pelangel with a video game-like finish.
Picture perfect. He's got 10 points now in the ball game.
You're right, picture perfect kasi parang nag-post
Post, no? Di ba?
With
Yung
the-
reverse niya, napakaganda tignan.
It's been that kind of a game para sa Ateneo. A bit too easy, kaya pinapahirapan nila sarili nila. Well, shots haven't been falling for UV. Even some of the looks that are very makeable. Ang problema lang for Ateneo, they missed that shot at natawagan ng fourth foul si Isaaco. Let's take a look at this move of the half. It's brought to you by Smart Join. Smart Amazing 25 and get a chance to win 25 million pesos. Just dial *121# now. SJ Pelangel. Fantastic move. Ito ngayon siya dumidepensa kay Suerte. Ray. Using that pick mula kay Sakor. Suerte, labas kay Cabajo. Corner 3, Mintes.
Kung si Suerte lang ang talaga magiging option ng University of Visayas, then they're gonna have a long afternoon. Ateneo is doing a good job making sure he doesn't get clean shots.
And the tap from Suerte, kaso na-recover ni Kwame. Hinihingi ni Belangel. Ball finally with him. The extra pass to Berjay. Sakor sends that back.
Ooh! Parang binigay ni Bird J para isupalpal talaga ni Sakor.
Yung move kasi ni Berjay, we saw it kanina pa di ba? Na more of a finesse player, finesse finish.
Mahilig siya sa floater, sa finger roll.
Which is, don't get us wrong, it's a great basketball move. Kaya lang, abot na abot ni Sakor. That was a knockout play completed by Ateneo. If you could name the one thing that Ateneo is really doing very well in this game, what is it?
Just being Ateneo, to be honest, John. It's not as if they're doing something completely new. And to think, this is how efficient the system is. Regardless of who the players are on the floor, the system is very, very efficient. You don't hear a Matt Nieto or a Mike Nieto or a 30 Ravena who's doing wonders for them, or a Navarro. No, not these guys. It's Belangel, it's Credo, Berjay, Andrade. These are the guys that are doing it for Ateneo, and it's because of the system that has been established. If these guys played so well in Jones Cup, what do you expect?
That's right, Wano. And we'll get a second look at this power move mula kay Andrade. Yung iba gagamit ng Euro step. There are people who use the glide step, yung pinauso ni Richie Rivero. But that Andrade, simple lang. Binitbit yung bola, tinago. And he got away from his defender for an easy layup.
Bihira ka rin makakita ng, like kanina, sinabi mo nga, Jut, even si Ange Kwame, his attacks to the post, it's not really fancy. It's not like an Akeem Olajuwon with 1,000 moves. It's just as simple as semi-hook, taking it strong to the hole. Nothing fancy.
28-point lead for Ateneo. UV almost getting the steal. Kwame apologizing kasi nagigil siya. And malapit yung point guard na si Belangel sa kanya, but he opted to pass to Mamuyak. Fortunately, para kay Kwame, they still get possession. Ange making his move. Bumangga. A bit wild on that attempt. Sakor, he is after every rebound. And until now, ayaw bitawan yung bola.
Jump ball possession area is pointing UV Green Lancers.
Great effort for Sakor. Well, siguro, Juan, no, he gets a chance dahil nga unfortunately for UV, injured yung kanilang isang import.
And he's usually the reliever for their main import. But this time around, this is a good, at least there's an upside to what's happening in University of Visayas.
And you were left to wonder, no, how much of a fight this could have been kung hindi injured si Lasina Coulibaly. Pero si Basero Sakor has really stepped up at nagpapakilala siya not only to fans here in Manila and to Ateneo but also to his coaches. Look at him work hard again.
He gets the ball, shoots it, recovers it. Unfortunately, not out of bounds, but he's working extremely hard para dito sa UV.
There's a possibility lang kasi that when they're playing in their home leagues, baka walang 7-footer like Ange Kwame na kalaban. Ito si Sakor. But this will only allow his game to grow.
Exactly.
And that's the same for the entire University of the Visayas.
Yeah, it's all upside para sa University of Visayas against playing against Ateneo.
5:20 remaining sa ating third quarter. Berche, it's a miss. Oh, big rebound mula kay Maestre. Gahi, handoff to Suerte. Is that pick set by Sakor? Suerte napadapa si Andrade. Well, it's the same thing that you mentioned earlier, no? UV, maraming natatanggal na oras sa shot clock nila before they get anything going.
It's all on Suerte's hands, and it's not as if he's been able to find guys to be wide open. He hasn't created enough to get his teammates to get good looks at the basket.
Forward pass. Andrade hinahabol ni Suerte. Andrade will lose that basketball because of that foul. But he will head to the line. 2 free throws yan para kay BJ. And at this point, 4:34 remaining sa ating third quarter. It's still a big advantage para sa Ateneo Blue Eagles, 65-37. 3 points pa lang na nasa score ng UV here in the third. We have a timeout. We'll be back with more of your PCCL. Top of this coverage, Juan, binanggit mo na this is also an opportunity for players even in highly talented schools like Ateneo na magpakilala. That's exactly what RB Berche has done dito sa ating national championship. He's showing what he can do with the Blue Eagles.
You know, he reminds me a lot of Vince Tolentino, yung style, yung brand of basketball. And yung sinasabi natin, Ateneo, you know, the players that come into their lineup really fit the system. It's not as if they convert players to become certain type of players. The guys that they pick come into the system and they fit the mold. And that's why kahit pa iba-iba pa yan, kahit sino pang pangalan behind that jersey, yung pangalan sa harap nila, Ateneo ang kalaban mo, meaning the Ateneo system or the Tab Baldwin system for that matter.
How much has Ateneo's basketball style of play changed when Coach Tab entered the system?
Yeah, you have to understand, Coach Tab had so much exposure internationally, and that's what he brought into Ateneo, which perfectly fits the collegiate level of our play.
Pasok yung free throw ni Andrade. Ups the Ateneo lead to 30 points. 67-37, 4.5 minutes remaining. Gahi, Claridad will attack. Iwan kay Sakor. At nagagawan talaga ng paraan dito ni Sakor.
Exactly. For him to keep pursuing the basket, and challenging the defense of Ange Kwame. Yung iba dyan mag-hesitate, fake muna, tapos dun sila nasusupalpan. But this guy, he takes it strong to the hole. Kumbaga, sinusungagal niya nga kay Ange Kwame, dinadala niya, he takes the offense to Ange's defense.
At kaya rin naman, third foul na yan ni Kwame. Tapos si Isaac Go kanina, he committed his fourth foul early in the third period. So again, ito, I know there hasn't been a lot of them, but UV can really take these positive notes and build on them, di ba? Moving forward. That's 11 points for Sakor. He couldn't get the second free throw. 4 and 15 remaining sa ating third quarter. 4 points pa lang nasa score ng UV here in the third period. Kwame. Oh, a turnover forced by UV. Sakor leading the break. Si Kwame, hinabol. Sakor with a throwdown.
That was nasty! Oh my, akala ko mahahabol ni Ange Kwame with that chase down, but Sakor just surprises everybody with that jam.
Oh my goodness. What a highlight play. Sakor nakaagaw na naman. This time it's a forward pass to Gahi. UV with back-to-back fast break attacks.
Right now, it's starting with the kind of defense that they're showing.
Nabubuhayan na naman ang Green Lancers. Mamuyak from the corner says enough already.
He automatically silences that run by University of Visayas. He's got 7 points in the ball game.
Gahi, nakaagaw ang Ateneo here sa Ravenna. Mamuyak. Pass back to 30. Natapik. Oh no, it was actually last touch on Ravenna, so it will be UV basketball. Let's take a look at this again. Sakor, ball landed in his hands. Wala nang ibang tinignan. He was geared up.
Look, against posterizing 30 Ravenna.
Now listen, most of the time, pag may poster, it's 30 putting people on posters. But this time, 30 finds out what it feels like to be on that
The
end.
other side of the... What a move by Sakor. And he had Ange Kwame trailing him.
Shot clock violation yan. Actually, akala ko talaga aabutin ni Kwame. But if it was a layup, I think
Could've
for
been.
sure nasapal yun. But Sakor knew what to do. We're still not over that play. Grabe yun. And I know hindi naman talaga bumaba yung lamang ng Ateneo, but
At least yung ano nila, yung kahit pa paano yung respeto.
Oo. Di, tsaka yung stretch na yun, one is the best stretch that we've seen from UV here.
Both
in this game.
defensively and in offense.
Here come the Green Lancers again. They are down by 28. And every quarter, dahan-dahan dinagdagan lang na dinagdagan ng Ateneo yung lamang nila. Gahi was tripped up. That's foul on Adrian Wong.
Ito yung sinasabi natin dyan kanina na the first 2 quarters, dyan yung magkakaamuyan muna sila. They're gonna try to test the waters, what's gonna work, what's not gonna work. Come third quarter, Ateneo just knew immediately, okay, then this is how they play, this is what we should do. Ganun na rin yung University of Visayas. Unfortunately for University of Visayas, it's just, I feel like they haven't really adjusted. They've stayed with Suerte the whole game, giving him the ball, waiting for him to create. But it hasn't been working, and Ateneo knows.
Gahi misses from the free throw line. We know we've been saying the name of Suerte. Alam natin, very impressive si Sakor in this game. Who else has caught your attention from this UV squad?
Well, I would say it's you know, their ability to get rebounds. Kaya naman yung itong si Maestre for me has been doing wonders. I mean, he's holding his ground against a much taller Ateneo lineup.
Ito ngayon ang Ateneo Ravenna. 30 hasn't taken a lot of shots dito sa ating laro. He takes that one, but it's a miss. Foul on Sakor. So ball will stay with Ateneo.
And to be honest, I think University of Visayas, if you take a look at their lineup, I think they're far quicker than Ateneo. And hindi lang nila na ma-maximize because they settle for half-court sets, trying to set up Suerte. But if they could run, and we saw that in 2 attempts, they were quite successful.
Tumawag ng timeout ng Ateneo, 70-43 ang kanilang lamang. We're in the third quarter. We'll be back with more basketball. We're back here in the National Championships of the PCCL. The two imports of these squads, Ateneo tsaka yung UV. Ange Kwame and Bashero Sakor, sila yung kanina pang nagtatapatan. And so far, the import of UV, Sakor, with highlights like that, lamang siya in terms of numbers even.
Nakita natin, halftime pa lang, his potential double-double with 9 rebounds and 9 points.
Si Miss Apple
Alam
David
mo,
kanina,
na-excite ako sa report ni Apple kung
Oo,
ano yung
kasi-
nakuha niya dun sa bench ng University of Visayas.
Nakikinig siya dun sa
Oo,
huddle ng
intently. Talagang nagna-notes siya eh. Nagna-notes eh.
Oo.
So, ako na-intriga ako kung ano makukuha natin mula dyan.
Right now, kailangan ng UV ng lahat ng tulong that they can get. And they really need to reorganize. Sakor again, 2 more points, but that was made possible by Japheth Claridad.
I like how he's moving without the ball, and once he gets it, he doesn't slow down. Takes it strong to the hole. Ni semi-hook, wala siyang pinapakita. Lahat strong layups.
Credo, out to walk. He has that shot. Money on the 3. A minute and change remaining sa ating third period. Maestre handoff to Gahi.
Yeah, Adrian Wall now has 9 points. Quiet 9 points, no, for Ateneo.
For Ateneo, it has been balanced scoring. No? For most of this tournament, meron lang yung eruption ni Go in Game 2 of that finals, yung binabanggit mo kanina. The two imports down on the floor. Mukhang si Sakor is holding on to his right knee. It could be a bad sign for UV. He's limping. And ayan, yung lakad niya is not straight. That right knee may have been banged up. Babagsak kasi sila dito ni Kwame.
Oh, medyo natubi niya doon. Hyperextend niya yata.
Hopefully he's okay. Hindi rin naman siya pinalitan.
Oh, that's another turnover.
It's a miss. Kabahog. Third try. Wala pa rin. He gets it back. Oh, UV losing it. De La Torre. Wow, that's 4 misses for UV. They're just not getting anything to fall in.
But ako nagulat ako dun si Sakor nandun sa kabilang side ng court. Pag rebound na yung kailangan, he was all of a sudden, parang nag-teleport siya dun.
5 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Ravena will take this 3-pointer. 30 will miss, and that will be the third quarter. Umangat ng 30 points yung lamang ng Ateneo. 75-45, completely dominating UV in this game. It has been the contributions of practically everyone on that squad. Fourth quarter when we return.
The Executive Director of Samahan Basketball ng Pilipinas, Mr. Sunny Barrios.
Before we start the fourth quarter, silipin muna natin yung mga naging aksyon in this game. BJ Andrade has been a contributor. Marami mga picks, di ba? Berjay, Go, Kwame, syempre andyan. But Andrade among the guards has been one of the most impressive for Ateneo.
He has been consistent even during the San Beda tournament, San Beda series. Ganito rin naman yung sitwasyon ng Ateneo. They had a couple of students, players who were putting their classes first, but they were able to catch up. But Andrade held the fort for Ateneo, and he has been consistent. And you can see on your screens, you've got the Nieto brothers now, and I think Ateneo is also now in the lineup.
Actually, yan makikita nyo si Matt pawis na. Pero hindi pa po yan naglalaro. He actually arrived quite
Tinakbo
late.
niya
No?
mula Katipunan nata dito.
Ay,
Yun
baka,
yung warm-up
kaya
niya.
pala pagod na pagod. Pero yeah, the Nieto brothers and Tyler Tio They might have arrived siguro mga third quarter, but PJ Andrade has held down the fourth dun sa backward ng Ateneo, that's for sure.
Again, just looking at the quarter scoring, you've got University of Visayas scoring 8 points in the first quarter, but pumatok sila ng second quarter, they scored 26 points. And then come third quarter, nag-lead naman yan with 11 points. And now to start the fourth quarter, we're hoping to see more action from these guys.
Suerte will put up a three-pointer, gets it to fall. At least he's able to trim the deficit down a bit. 15 points na yan para kay Suerte. Credo to Kwame, they reset their offense. Marami pa namang oras sa shot clock ng Ateneo. Andrade left open. And then UV realized too late.
Yeah, parang bakit dalawang tao yung pinapunta? Ba't tayong dalawa dito? And then Andrade was just wide open and they just gave him that free three-pointer. Sayang yung 3 points si Suerte.
Great pass from Suerte, but hindi na ipasok ng UV Ravenna. Highlight alert!
Oh, come on, 30. Come on, na-posterize kanina. The least that you could do is take that back with another slam.
30, sabi, relax lang tayo dito. Saga, cross court. Delator kontra kay Ravenna. Taking his sweet time, pero paubos na shot clock ng UV. Segumpan had to put it up and gets that three.
We've been waiting for that outside challenge. Segumpan, marked shooter yan para sa University of Visayas. And if he starts making that in the fourth quarter, he's hoping to open up the defense of Ateneo.
Kwame underneath. Inuurong yung depensa and Suerte hit the arm of Kwame. Well, that was the only way he could have defended that. Apple, ano balita dyan?
Paspasan na tong rotation. Faster ball movement ang gustong makita ni Coach Gary Cortez. Kailangan daw ito para mas maganda yung opportunity to score. Patay na patay daw kasi yung opensa nila sa third quarter. Hindi siya makapaniwala. Paano sila nagpatambak ng 30 puntos sa loob ng 10 minuto? That means on defense, double time, double effort. Kailangan pressure sa backward pa lang. Jot?
Apple, ilang beses mo ni-rehearse yun?
Hindi, ang ganda dun. Ang maganda dun yung accent niya. Nakuha niya talaga eh.
Oo nga eh. Ano, ilan?
Mga lang, 10.
Kasi nakafocus ka na kanina nung nakikita ka namin sa huddle. Eh. Talagang parang inaaral mo. Hindi namin alam kung inaaral mo yung sinasabi, yung accent ang inaaral mo eh.
Pero yun nga, marami pang kailangan solusyonan sina Coach Gary Cortez at ang kanyang Green Lancers. Because it's a 31-point lead right now for the Blue Eagles. Ravenna, that's the third time, no?
That third has been trying to get that bounce pass to Adrian Wong the whole game. It has always resulted to either a turnover, and now, buti na lang sa kanila ulit yung bola.
And that might be it for 30 Ravenna sa larong to. That's why he's shaking the hands of his coaches already as the Nieto twins enter the ball game for the first time. Matt Nieto, bigay kay Andrade. Medium Mike. It's a miss time yung talo ni Credo. Rebound taken by Delator. Suerte. Picked up his dribble. Gillian Delator. Over Nieto. Walang tinamaan na ring. Nakikita mo rin that intimidated ito si Delator, eh, no? How about Mike Nieto?
Just absorbing the contact. But that was a good find by his brother, Matt. Kita niya yung early attack ni Mike, eh. Sabi ko ba, tumatakbo yung kapatid ko? May ganyan ng bola to.
Suerte adding points to his total. And this just was a show of dominance for Ateneo. Even earlier in this PCCL President's Cup, have they really separated themselves from any other collegiate school?
You know, to be honest, Judd, the moment we covered the Jones Cup, I said Ateneo is going to completely dominate the collegiate level. Imagine them really competing well against international teams. That was a great move by Ateneo, and just immediately the way they performed there set them apart.
Pero ito ring UV, not to discount what they have achieved dito sa ating President's Cup. As we mentioned earlier, they defeated yung Visayas qualifier, Coleo de Santa Ana de Victorias, and also yung Mindanao qualifier natin, na Holy Trinity College, in the Vismin Regional Championship na naig nga itong
so tinalo nila yung Visayas champion, tinalo rin nila yung Mindanao champion for them to represent Visayas and Mindanao region. And then they went all the way to beat the Luzon NCR representative, which is Naga College. And then from there, now they're competing against the winner of the Ateneo versus, the UAP NCAA champion.
And it just has been a treat, no? This entire PCCL championship, the Champions League. Kasi minsan magkakaroon ng debate pa eh. Parang pag pinagharap mo naman tong school namin tsaka school nyo, baka mananalo kami. But, you know, those two teams may not be playing the same league. So, nasosolusyonan ng PCCL.
And it's good kasi, Judd, mamayayari dito, yung mga southern kapatid natin dyan na may mga college universities that compete on a high level, meron silang gauge ngayon eh. Natitimpla nila na, ganito na ang level dito sa UAP, sa NCAA. Gaano kalayo ba tayo? Ano pang kailangan natin gawin? So these are the adjustments that they make. And hopefully, maybe down the road, a few years from now, not even, probably it would take a year, you know? And colleges from or universities from the South can actually be on equal footing.
BJ Andrade is replaced by Tyler Tio, who also checks in for the first time sa ating laro. I must have asked you this already in our previous coverages, pero what excites you the most kapag college basketball? Kasi we get to cover the PBA, which is, of course, very fun for all of us. Pero iba ang style ng college basketball.
To be honest, for me, when it gets to the professional level, it is professional basketball. Meaning it becomes more of a profession, your work. But on a collegiate level, yung mga universities na yan, they all play because of their school pride. May puso eh. Grabe yung how deeply rooted they are when it comes to, making sure that their fans, they support the school, they can give back to the school, and vice versa. And that's just pure joy when you see that.
You know, I was able to talk to some of the players, yung mga mga PBA rookies, first time nilang mag-ensayo or maglaro for the PBA coming out of college. Isang nagugulat sila, parang adjustment phase na sanay kasi sila after ng isang game or ng isang practice, together pa rin yung collegiate team. Sabi nila parang, uwian, kanya-kanya na nga pala kami, no?
That's true. And again, di ba, syempre, iba dyan, may mga pamilya na.
Yeah.
And these guys are looking to feel at home. And syempre, they came from schools that really treated them well. Ilalagaan sila. After niya, may mga team dinner pa yan, may mga bonding session, may mga Dota nights pa yan, tsaka ano. But pagdating sa PBA, syempre, iba na.
Segumpan, that's the total of UV. But I don't think there's gonna be anything that the Green Lancers can do anymore dito sa laro para maunahan itong Ateneo. The Nietos, both of them have scored sa ating laro. Tyler Tio na lang siguro ang maghanap ng puntos din, but pretty sure they won't force it. Yan naman yung sistema ni Coach Tab. Ravenna will check back into the game. Si Credo ang uupo for now. 3rd Ravenna, one of the biggest names in college basketball. And many say that at this point, with a few years left in college, it's an offensive foul on Isaac Go, and that's going to be his 5th. Go will foul out of this national championship game. Natatawa-tawa na lang si Isaac Go, but Coach Tab. What did you see there, Juan?
No, I think he extended there. You see, he overextended that. He's trying to create some space, and of course, the referees are going to call that. Iba yung nakatukod lang, iba yung ini-extend mo. And you can see it again, maybe in reverse cam. There, he's trying to create space. Yeah.
You know what's impressive? Na-shoot yung hook shot niya after ang hirap ng tira.
Tsaka bihira siya mga shoot ng hook shot na ganyan.
Parang gusto rin ipakita ni Isaac na meron din siyang inside game, no? But certainly, yung report ni Apple kanina, Isaac Go out to prove that he's already ready for the PBA. Now, his teammate, 3rd Ravenna, yun niya, marami nagsasabi na at this point, with some years left to play in college basketball, Ravenna daw is already PBA ready. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think physically he is PBA ready. But yeah, I think it's also the exposure of 3rd Ravenna and yung basketball acumen niya, yung basketball IQ.
Ito si Suerte also using this as an audition tape. He wants to prove as well according to the report from Apple, that he's out here. Yeah, he can play with the best of them. Getting that steal from Ravenna.
Kanina pa rin. Yung guards ng ano, they're overly aggressive to University of Visayas.
Amistoso will be called for a foul. Ito yung agaw ni Suerte, natapingan si 30. Yan yung mga magagandang agaw eh.
Yeah.
Tatapikin mo on one side, tapos makukuha mo sa kabila. Sakor will be whistled for a foul.
And I think that was a good foul because Ange Kwame was wide open underneath the basket. It would have been an easy slam.
O UV, yung goal na lang talaga nila dito sa fourth is mapababa ng mapababa yun lamang ng Ateneo, and they've been successful. Look, it's down to 20.
Yeah.
Tio. Tyler using that pick from Kwame.
Oh!
Tyler Tio. What a shot there. A little space lang na nabuksan nung screen ni Kwame, and that was all Tio needed to get that three. Balik na naman sa 23, ang lamang ng Ateneo. Look at that move. Nilito si Amistoso. And then Tyler Tio, money on the three, 89-66. Ateneo still ahead with 3:09 remaining in this game. Ange Kwame and the Ateneo Blue Eagles on their way to taking home this big trophy.
Huge,
Kanina, nadaanan natin one eh. Nagulat tayo sa laki nitong trophy na to. But it will be very sweet for Ateneo to be able to bring that home. In about 3 minutes of game action, that will officially be the Blue Eagles. Suerte trying his best mailapit yung kanyang UV, pero Kwame with a steal. Kwame with the pass. Naagaw. Here's Suerte. They give him space, and Rey Suerte is still developing his game. That's a shot that he will have to try to incorporate sa kanyang laro, improve. Of course, syempre, ang goal naman of every player in the collegiate level is to make it to the PBA.
And Ateneo just had Rey Suerte's number. I mean, if he had other help, probably other threat from coming from his teammates, baka at least nabuka yung depensa ng Ateneo. But their defense was all focused on Rey Suerte.
Yung role ni Sigumpan talaga, he's the shooter.
Yeah, he's the designated shooter of University of Visayas, and you know, too bad ngayon lang siya pumutok.
Kwame using that sidestep.
Parang pulled Steven Adams sidestep with that move.
Pero hindi traveling yung kay Kwame.
Like kanina, bumanat si Steven Adams, nabawi niya yung ugly Euro step niya.
What is the positive that UV can take out of this game?
No, I think at the end of the day, if it were not for their turnovers, which could be managed, it's not as if, diba, all hope is lost. But just take a look at this assist.
Yep, this is our assist of the half, brought to you by Smart. Join Smart Amazing 25 and get a chance to win 25 million pesos in style. Star 121 hash now. Ravenna has been more of a facilitator dito, no? Banggaan si Segumpan at Kwame. That is not gonna be lightly. Be taken lightly.
Just going back to what you were asking kanina, Judd, ano ba takeaway ng University of Visayas? And I think the upside really is the fact that yung turnovers kasi, kasalanan mo yun. Ibig sabihin, kaya mong ayusin. Diba? But take away those factors, I think they, just tweaking a little bit of your plays, not really depending, having more ball movement. It's not as if you can't fix it. So there's so much upside for University of Visayas. We expect that them, after this league, they can come back stronger next year.
Ito pinipressure si Ravenna. 30 gets away from it. Takes a beeline to the basket and then sends it out. Ateneo swinging that basketball. Ravenna will not take the three. Could have taken it, had the space. 5 seconds na lang sa shot clock. Tio. Bigay kay Nieto. They're looking for Kwame. Matt Nieto loses the basketball. And that is one of the rare times that naubusan ng oras itong Ateneo. And that was also great defense on the part of UV.
Against good on-ball defense, forcing Matt Nieto, delaying that, creating that turnover because of that shot clock violation.
Ateneo Blue Eagles still up 91-69. 22-point lead for them with under a minute to go in the national championship of the PCCL President's Cup. UV, Segumpan, one of the guys who did his best para makatulong sa UV, and he gets that free throw line jumper. So at least, mapatres, mapa-mid-range, he has that J. Ravenna jumps up, hangs in the air, and finishes. Pero mukhang natamaan pa to si 30. He's getting banged up. Kanina, may nakapakan pa, twisted his ankle. Came back
Take a look at the burst of speed. All of a sudden, just steps on the gas.
30 got hit where it hurts. It's a swipe. Ravenna with 10 points. And those 10 points, very silent, no?
Katulad niya sinabi mo, Jat, you prefer to be more of a facilitator.
Gumimik yata si 30 doon. Oh, Ravenna! He wanted a dunk, I believe. But he still got a very impressive layup. Suerte and Sakor working that two-man game. They were the ones who really carried the fight for UV, but there was just not enough, as we mentioned earlier. Ateneo moments away from taking a national championship here. Went through San Beda, yung champion ng ating NCAA. Tapos eto, champion naman ng Cesafi, ang kanilang tinalo in the national championship. So really, the Blue Eagles flexing their muscles in the scene of collegiate basketball. Ayan talaga ang show of true champions, when after the game is done, when everything is settled, all of you guys are friends in the name of the game.
And again, it's been good sportsmanship. It shows good sportsmanship from both sides. Tremendous respect. These guys represented Visayas and Mindanao, including the Luzon and NCR region. And they are here for a good reason. They are very competitive. It's just that Ateneo is just on another level, which resulted to this victory.
95-71, and the Ateneo Blue Eagles are officially the national champions of the Philippine Collegiate Champions League, besting all other champions in the entire country. At ito naman ang ating best player of the game, brought to you by Eco Oil. Yung pinili mo is BJ Andrade.
Yeah, Brian Andrade had 13 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 out of 7 from the field. Pero alam mo, John, kaya he's the best guy to win the best player also, because it wasn't only because of this game. His showing for during their series against San Beda, it was all stringed up together. He has been the most consistent player of Ateneo.
95-71 ating final score of the national championship. We'll take a short break. Don't go anywhere. Mamaya, we will award Ateneo with that big trophy. After months of pitting champions against each other, we have finally identified the best collegiate team in the country, and it is the Ateneo Blue Eagles taking this game, this national championship, over the University of the Visayas Green Lancers. Ating final score is 95-71. And it has been a great tournament. Lots of basketball that we saw, and it's been fun.
And again, quality games from all teams. Good showing from every school that joined. They're the top schools for a good reason. And Ateneo, just like I said, is in a whole new level. When they played against San Beda, and San Beda also lost two main guys in Robert Bollick and JV Mocon. And that affected really. And when we were talking to the coaching staff of San Beda, they said these are not just two guys, these are the main guys that carried San Beda. And so Ateneo just breezing through that. They lost the first game but won the next two, which led them to this one-game knockout championship match against University of Visayas.
And that will do it for us from the Phil Oil Flying V Center. For my partner, Juan Banal, para po sa buong puwersa ng Sports 5, and for all the teams and champions who played in the PCCL, congratulations, Ateneo. Head online sa ESPN5.com to witness the awarding. Thank you for watching. This is John Sulit, and congratulations to Ateneo Blue Eagles.
Following, representing Secretary Bongo, Mr. Glenn Escandor with USEC, Ronald Cardema. Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas, Executive Director, Mr. Sunny Barrios. And Member Board of Trustees, Mr. Joey. Together with PCCL Chairman, Mr. Ray Gamboa, and PCCL Board of Trustees, Mr. Arben Santos. The following awardees are requested to come forward. Let's start off with the 2018 National Collegiate Championship Best Coach. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the 2018 National Collegiate Championship Best Coach, Mr. Tab Baldwin of Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles. Political 5 selection, also from Ateneo de Manila University, BJ Andrade. Also from Ateneo de Manila University, 30 Ravenna. from University of the Visayas, Basheru Sakor. And to complete our mythical 5 selection, ladies and gentlemen, let's call in, also from University of the Visayas, Rey Suerte. Having the 2018 PCCL National Collegiate President's Cup runners-up, the University of the Visayas Green Lancers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 National Collegiate President's Cup champions, the Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles. And our champion team will be receiving 2 prestigious trophies. The first one is the SBP MB Pangilinan Trophy to be awarded by Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas Executive Director Mr. Sani Barrios together with member Board of Trustees Mr. Joey Guillermo.
And there you have it, the champions of the 2018 PCCL National Collegiate Championship President's Cup, the Ateneo Blue Eagles. We thank you for watching us here on ESPN 5 and online. Once again, for my partner Juan Banal, for the entire crew of Sports 5, this is John Sulit thanking you for joining us. Once again, saying congratulations to the Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles.